Greetings, Commanders! Welcome to Kerrash Landing, the Elite Dangerous Community Show. Commander Kerrash here again, and joining me tonight, it is my good friend, Ambassador Abacus. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine, but I don't see anything yet.
Oh, there'll be a short delay, and then we will be there. That is the problem with Twitch. There is that annoying little 1 minute delay.
I just reloaded it.
Yay!
So, yeah, perhaps. Yes, I can see you. So...
Dancing in the corner, yeah. So for those of you who don't know, you should know by now, he was featured in the newsletter today. Abacus, of course, is the ambassador who's joined us at Gamescom. And what a fantastic job you did, sir. I must take my hat off to you. You've done a really, really awesome job.
Oh, you instantly make me jump. Greetings, Commanders. It was great fun there. The guys are great and Kerrash is awesome. You should be really proud of him in UK.
We had a fantastic time, I must admit. It was so good, and like I said, we were talking about it just before we come on. It was nice to see how passionate the guys at Frontier are. They really want to do a great job for us, and they are putting in 110%. So yeah, it's nice to see that. Just buy some stuff whilst I'm chatting away on there. So yeah, so like we were saying as well, the newsletter, we were just saying before we come on air how there's basically 2 people at Frontier who put virtually all of the newsletter together for us every week, and they do a fantastic job of it. That's
yeah.
So yeah, it's good to see. And we were just discussing this in chat, actually. Some really good things in the new newsletter at the moment. A new sneak peek of the weathering effects on the ship. Now, we knew it was coming. We knew it was something that was going to start to be introduced. It makes sense now that they've got the paint jobs of the various ships, that we're starting to see some more detail go into the wear and tear of the ships and things like that as well. So really cool effects there. You should definitely check that out if you haven't already seen the newsletter. I'm sure you all have by now. And of course the new, I'm going to ruin the pronunciation of this, the Oculus or Oculus, I don't know, Oculus starport, the big ball-shaped one. There we go. It is.
Yeah, it looks nice again.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
all varieties welcome.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's one of the things I think that procedural generation just leads itself to very nicely, is that you can have all of these, subtle variations on a basic design, and get some great effects out of it just by mixing up the shapes. And this is a nice one, actually. I mean, it's very good at explanation of where it came from. It was from a scientist, John Bernal, from 1929. Loads of detail, and that's another one of those things that you could see that when David was explaining these things to us. He is so passionate about getting the detail just right. He really wants it to be as accurate as it can be, and that's just fantastic to see, isn't it?
I love it. And all the little historical references, it's great.
Yeah, they really do go out of their way to make sure that the game is as accurate and it's just as awesome as it can be. It's really good. But, ooh, I'm going to head somewhere else. Now, one of the things from last week's newsletter I should probably mention, actually, there was these Galnet sections in the bottom about the various trade news and things like that. They are going to become more and more important. They're going to start to become integrated into the game. We're going to start getting newsletters and things like that. And they really are going to give you tips to allow you to do better in the game. You can see at the moment, I'm kind of out in some of the outer systems of the beta. I've gone out a little bit wider, because if you read into the detail of what they were saying in last week's newsletter, they were talking about how a big market crash was happening, and the stations weren't holding as much stock and everything in there. Now what that basically means for you, me and Trader Joe Blogs is the inner systems are not going to be as profitable, and you can see that now. If you go to some of the inner systems, Erin in Dahan, there's not a lot of stock in these stations. So if you want to be making money trading at the moment, you need to get out into those outer stations. And I think that's quite nice. It's, Frontier put this little event in which mixes up the gameplay. They've just tweaked something and it's changed the way we're all playing the game, and we're going to see more of that happening when it goes live. Just checking the chat on there now. Gil, sorry, you've named it the Babylon 5 space station. Yeah, it did immediately jump off the page and remind me of Babylon 5 when I saw that new space station. Broken landing pads. Yeah, there's it's something to do with the Type 6. You just get that. I like it though because it's like a big truck sat on the landing pad. Awesome on there. Psycho K, what does Shorty think of the beta? She is still giggling with glee that she's got access to the beta. She is really grateful. So yeah, I on her behalf, I would say thank you again to all the donations. It was really really nice. She's so pleased. We were just joking about this. Reinhardt and I were joking about how she never got to play the original game because it was mine. It was my Amiga. She's not playing Frontier. No, you can't touch it. So she's just really happy. Like, I can finally play the game, you know, I'm allowed to play it. I've got my own computer, I've got my own joystick, yay, you know, she's so happy.
John just told me the HOTAS is on its way, so in a short time she will be ready to go.
Yeah, she will be out there in the void, flying with the rest of us commanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's extremely happy, and hopefully we can get her on the stream sometime in the future, and she can talk about because it'd be nice to see from someone who's she's heard me talk about it. She's played it a little bit when she's come over here and kind of seen what the game's about and everything like that. But I think it'd be nice to hear from her perspective, someone who's pretty new to the whole Elite experience, you know, and she's willing and eager. She wants to learn about it, but she's not really done much with it at the moment. So it'd be nice to have a fresh perspective, really. What did I miss there, Dobbo? Shorty's not listed as being part of this. No, she's not on tonight, but hopefully we can get her sorted. Brother and sister talking. Yes, we do finally get on there. You know, 20 years ago we didn't get on, but we do get on there. Elan, yes, I did. I reset the save and quit to the menu to get rid of that sound before the stream started. I didn't want to assault all of your eardrums with the truck noise. Oh, interdicted. Yeah, Psycho Cow can't play with his God voice, which I must admit I was jealous. I want a big button to do that as well.
Yeah, I want to do it the same. It was really great.
It's really funny. I've got to get some more sound effects like that. I think it was really really brilliant. Love it on there. So yeah, on some other things on the newsletter, actually, the talk of the missions, and of course the missions we've got at the moment are literally just kind of placeholders and test missions to map out how they're going to work. There's a lot more detail coming in, all of this, the idea of like escort missions, assassinations, you know, tailing people to get info, group missions. That sounds really fun. I like the idea of having to have multiple people in order to complete a mission. Policing duties, I know that's going to make quite a few people happy, because I know some people were hoping for some kind of like police career in the game, which there's no way you can kind of join the police forces, but at least in this kind of respect you're going to have some more missions which allow you to kind of be a little bit more than a vigilante, which is nice. And of course the chaining missions together, which is something, I mean, David spoke a lot about this, didn't he, Reinhardt, at GamesCom. He likes the idea of having missions that lead on to other missions, and kind of, you know, if you yeah, it's kind
Give
of
it to me.
yeah, I mean,
and co-op mission. I want to have co-op missions. This will be great.
Yeah, it's just going to be so much more fun having the depth to those missions, because that really is kind of like the meat of the story, really, because there's no at the moment there's no kind of anything binding the gameplay together. You're just doing these things because of the individual little actions. When you have these missions, it's really going to kind of hold everything together and make it a more complete experience. So I'm really looking forward to that. And you could see, I mean, when David was explaining, he was saying about games like Skyrim and, you know, and things that he's been playing recently, and he loves this and he loves that, and, you know, you could see where he was hoping to go with his ideas, and he was really passionate about it, which is fantastic.
Request granted.
Click, click, click. And I think that's one of the great things about you know, when you meet David firsthand and he's there explaining stuff about the game. You know, he explains. He's like he's as energetic as the rest of us. He's just talking about. It's like, oh, there's going to be this, and there's going to be this, and we can do that, and we can fly here, and you can do this, and you know, you could really tell that he was passionate about making it a fantastic game, and that's just so nice to see. And you know, it doesn't come across in, you know, Frontier kind of, they're so busy making the game, they don't have a lot of time and people to spare, you know, messing around making, you know, videos all the time telling us where they are and things like that. But it's nice to see it firsthand that he is really enthusiastic about it, and they all are, aren't they? They really do want to make a best game they can.
Yes, I had the same impression at Gamescom, though. They are really as passionate about the game as we are, and they have so few people, and they put all their energy to it. So be patient, guys, for the next build. It's they really want to tell you more, but you know, there's so few, and they put all their heart into the game.
Yeah, they absolutely are. They really are pulling out all the stops for us, and you know, I appreciate every update that we see. It's you know, it's hard to tell from the outside. You have no idea what they're doing. They seem quiet. They seem like they're, you know, there's nothing going on. They are so busy there. They are just throwing hours and hours of people at it. You know, I think they are actually working late this weekend to put more stuff in as well for us, and you know, it's great to see that they are so enthusiastic about it that they're willing to just do whatever it takes. Oh, I'm actually going to make a profit on this run. Yay! There we go. Not quite up to
Ambassador.
Oh, got a question there from Gil. Quick off topic about my job. Sorry, let me start again. The new Intel E chips with 8 core have just been released today. What do I think about the 8 core and importantly DirectX 12 games? That's not off topic at all. That's right on topic, and that's the topic that I love to talk about, so I will try to keep it short. I really want one of the new 8 core chips. I desperately want one of the new 8 core chips. They look absolutely fantastic. I've been waiting for them for a long time, and of course the way that Elite Dangerous is built, the more cores the merrier. It literally will scale up and work wonderfully on more cores, so I really want to get one of those. And DX12 is a fantastic advantage over DX11, particularly for multi-threading, because of the way it's got improvements to the way it can batch commands to the GPU. So the two things will go hand in hand lovely. You know, a brand new 8-core processor, DirectX 12 to better handle multi-threading. Of course, the Cobra engine is built on top of DX technology, so no doubt Frontier will support it. Please. So yeah, it's automatically going to be a win-win-win for everyone. I really want to get one of those new processors.
More power is always good.
More power! Yeah, it does look really good actually. I mean, at the moment I've got a fairly old CPU, but it is quad core, and you know, it copes well with the game. But it would be nice to have the extra power, just to do more things at the same time. Right, I have
what other things? You are playing Elite all the time.
I got Elite, I got Stream, I got the chat, I got yeah. What more do I need? You know, yeah, a couple more cores just to do it.
Yeah, I know, a big server farm and so on.
Oh yes, I've got room in my basement. Yeah. Quick catch up on the chat there. Ooh. Cool links to videos. I don't know if that's from me or Zach. There are more vids on YouTube. Yeah, by all means, post links to YouTube and everything on there. People can post links. I don't put any bans up on there for links, as long as it's not porn or anything, you know. keep it clean. Keep it clean. Yeah, just yeah. Computer related porn. That's fine. Yeah. What was I doing? There we go. Right. I've really got used to using this view since you know, Eddie explained a few things to us at Gamescom. I've really kind of got into the habit of seeing what's the best way of using this trade view now, and it just works so well. You just buy whatever's in high demand and find where to take it. It's that simple. And I don't think I'm going to have the range. Oh no, I've got the range. Cellus Primus in it. Oh no, I've selected the Han. Yes, because I don't have the range for Cetus Primus. I will get there. Don't think there's any more Neil M, I don't know how much the new chips are actually. I would love one though. Has anyone answered that since? No. I really want one though.
Yeah.
Psycho cow, yes. You found my other website, didn't you? I thought I kept that one secret. Damn.
Now it's out.
Hey, you know, the donations only go so far. I have to supplement the money somehow, you know.
You know, he has a family. He needs every penny.
Exactly. You know, if I have to pose nude, then yeah. Right, we'll cut that off there, and we'll go back to the news there. Oh, of course, yes. Drew's book was mentioned in the newsletter, which is awesome. Actually, I'm still about halfway through it. I must admit, before reading the Elite Fiction, I cannot remember the last fiction book I read. I'm not really a big reader. I read reference manuals and things like that. I don't read a lot of fiction, so I'm struggling to get through the books. I've kind of been chopping and changing between a few of them, so I'm really interested.
John,
yeah?
do you know if there will be an Elite package with all of the books, so just that I get them all at once?
I don't know whether Frontier are doing like a specific one themselves, but I think you can go onto the Fantastic Books site and get them that way. I think you buy them all together.
Okay. Yeah. I will have to take a look at this because I want them all, you know, of course. Have to.
Yeah, I got them on some level of the Kickstarter thing. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I've got in ebook form at least. Anyway, but I try and in between everything else I'm doing, I try and read a chapter here and there, and you know, I want to read all of them. So I'm kind of like, you know, reading a little bit of Kate's and a little bit of Alan's, and you know, I just I should be more focused, but
you need the same package. I know. All of the Elite books. Give it to me.
Yes, all at once, all together.
Yes.
Drew Wagner? Who's Psycho Cow? No, not Drew Wagner. No. Or Drew. Senator Wagar. Yes. Oh dear. No, we won't go there. Mag. Cool. Oh, I broke my golden rule then. I wasn't looking when I was super cruising. Am I gonna... Oh, I'm not gonna decelerate. See, the problem with the super cruising that I found is that the deceleration is a lot less than the acceleration was. So if you just pass that critical point, you just cannot decelerate in time, which is a real pain.
But I think it makes more sense because
yes.
you know, the big engines are to the back of the ship, so it makes more sense.
Absolutely, yeah. It really, it's really logical. It's just I should pay more attention when I'm flying. I try and use the gravity well of this moon to slow myself down. I'm getting there and slowing down. I'm slowing down. There we go. See, what I found is the trick is you keep your speed to, I think it's roughly 1/10 of your distance. So if you're 10 light seconds away, you want to be going at 1c at that point. If you're 100 light seconds away, you can be going 10c, and so on and so forth. So if you keep to that rule, you're okay. Yeah. First of all, when you jump in...
That's a good rule of thumb.
Yeah, it seems to work quite well. I mean, when you jump in by the star, you want to go full throttle, you want to get up to maximum speed. Usually you get to about 20 or 30c. And then you're 200 or 300 light seconds away. At that point, you pull back into the blue zone, and you can pretty much just coast the rest of the way there. That's the trick that I found, and it seems to work quite well. So that's my plan, and I'm sticking with it. Oh, that reminded me. Psycho Cow, you wanted to give away some of your golden Dockers mugs. Damn, we forgot to do that last week. We'll definitely have to get you back on to give those away.
I want one.
Yes.
I've already the black mug, you know, with Barnard Star at the backside. It's great. Thank you.
Yeah, I love that. I can't wait for the next episode of Dockers on there. When is it? Psycho, when's the next Dockers? I want to see. I want the new episode on there, and I've been kind of worried about the plans you have for me, because I know you want me to cameo on it. I don't know what you've got planned. It's going to be interesting. Oh, quick question there. Dead Again 999. Have I tried NVIDIA's Shadow Play in relation to Twitch streaming, and do I know if Elite Dangerous will be added to the games list? I have tried it. I've had kind of some success with it, but I either have issues with the quality of or the speed of the recording. It just doesn't seem to come across quite as well as just plain software recording. I am using the NVIDIA encoding codec at the moment to capture to HD video for upload to YouTube, so that seems to work well, but it doesn't work well with OBS and everything else at the same time. So it's yeah, it's a bit of a balancing act, and I honestly don't know what NVIDIA's plans are to add games. I've been nagging at Twitch to get them to add Elite logo to their damn website, so when you see Elite show up on the website, you should see the logo there. So you just get the purple Twitch box at the moment, which is it's like, add that logo. But yeah,
and then for a new PC, John, why don't you get a new PC from Frontier?
Yeah, exactly.
I have enough of them.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know. Just call Eddie or so, and he will send you one right away.
We got the inside track. Let's see. We can get the things. We can get all the things. Simmer 1540. Nice you don't know Dockers. Where's Psycho Cow? Psycho Cow, post a link to Dockers. Dockers is awesome.
Yes.
It's a kind of parody audio podcast that Psycho Cow puts together with a bunch of the other folks from the community, and it is hilarious. I nearly crashed my car listening to it on the way to work. It's really funny.
Yeah, I must confess I haven't heard all the episodes yet, but I'm working on it.
Come on, Psycho Cow, more episodes. We need the humor.
He does. Oh yeah, and Neon Raven needs a new video also. I like them very much.
Yeah, oh, there are some fantastic videos out there. I mean, the things we're starting to see now, it's great to see so many more like videos and Twitch streams popping up. I mean, I was just saying to you before we come on how, I checked earlier on today, and there was, dozens of people streaming Elite, and it was just fantastic to see that it's really getting out there now. People are really, kind of picking up the game and say, oh, this looks really interesting, and getting into it. And it's like, yeah, this is what I was telling you a year ago. It's going to be huge. It's going to be an amazing game. You've got to try it. And it's great to see people are now picking that up and realizing I wasn't just a crazy person waving my hands. It's real.
You see, guys, Don made a fantastic job as an ambassador. And now he's getting the fruits for it. Great.
See, before that,
you're awesome.
So it was during the Kickstarter where I had my big sandwich board and the megaphone walking out, go support Elite, go, walking up and down the street.
You were the guy.
Sign up here, sign up. Oh, you've got it on iTunes. Oh, episode 4 is inbound. Oh, I can't wait for that. Oh, you posted a link on that. Yeah, so everyone bookmark that link. Dockers is really, really funny. You've got to check it out.
Great news, Psycho.
Simmer, yes, the new space station. We were just talking about that. It does look really, really good. It's nice to see some more variations coming in. I think a lot of people would kind of be a little bit worried that it would be exactly the same as Frontier. Of course, it's not going to be exactly the same as Frontier. We're not just going to have the the ring and the Coriolis and be done with it. There's going to be these huge variations, and I like the fact that they've kind of they've kind of worked into the lore that this particular space station design was built around 3260. So it kind of worked into the, well, you never saw it in First Encounters because they hadn't built it yet, and so now we're starting to see these new ships come in. So 40 years of progress since they were first created, and we're starting to see them spread out. And I love the idea of them being movable. They can be transported around. They can strap a gigantic hyperspace engine to them, and move them from system to system where they're needed as like a temporary base before a bigger station.
Yeah, I want a big hangar for myself, movable.
5 kilometers across. Is that a big enough hangar for you?
Yes.
Can you fit everything?
Yeah, for the beginning.
Well, no, it's, I like the possible gameplay that can come out of that as well, where you know you might find that uninhabited system, and then you see that station come in, and it's going to change the dynamics of it. You know, it's not going to be an anarchy anymore. The police forces start to roll out. You know, I love the way that's going to constantly change the game. You're never going to know what a system's like. You're going to have to keep visiting these systems again. You know, it's never going to get stale. You know, these systems are going to constantly change, and I love the idea of that. You know, as much as I love Frontier and First Encounters and everything, after you've been to the systems enough time, you kind of knew where everything was. You knew what it was going to be. You knew computers were going to sell well in, you know, the Sol system. You knew taking luxury goods back to Barnard Star was going to get a good profit. There was never any variation. But it's great to see that all these things are going to be so dynamic and changing now. Can't wait for that. A sharpshifter, yes. We were streaming first. I was streaming Elite before it was cool.
Hey, it was always cool.
It was all, yeah.
Stop it.
Okay, before people knew it was cool. There you go.
Yeah, we old guys knew it was cool.
Yeah, I started with Frontier, so you know. Ooh, can I make this jump? How far is this away? 16 light years. I should be able to make this. So refinery. What's this one? Industrial. See, what I'm looking for, I'm trying to find a system which would be an extraction system. Let's try that. High tech. That might be worth it. I don't know whether I can make that in one jump. Let's have a look. Oh, 22 light years. I love the Type 6. The sheer, unadulterated range. Yes. And of course, well, one of the things that the chat were talking about before we went live, actually, you know, whether we're gonna have engine upgrades in the next beta update. It would be nice to see, but I think at the moment I don't know whether it would make sense with the bubble we have. With the 55 systems, you know, with the biggest ship you can get at the moment, you can pretty much jump from one end of the bubble to the other. So it doesn't make a great deal of sense to have engine upgrades as we stand. They are coming, they are planned, you know, it's all in there. But whether or not it makes sense to have it unless we get a bigger jump range, you know, more systems, I don't know.
And for the commanders who wondered why we could jump that far in at GamesCom, I just told the guys we had the ambassador version of the Viper. You know?
Yes, yeah,
yeah,
the gold-plated one with the
yes.
the luxury cup holders and heated seats, and yeah, it was we
only the bare minimum for us.
So yeah, so for the purpose of the demo, they increased the engine capacity of the Viper just to get from A to B with the ship loadout and show all of the features of the game quickly. That would probably never be a loadout that you'd see on there. So, oh crikey, we're falling behind on the chat. Neil M, will I be at the London thing mentioned in the newsletter? I've not been invited by Frontier, but I am going on Saturday. I always go to EGX every year, so if anyone can make it to the Saturday one, I'll be there. And I'll probably spend all day hanging around the Frontier booth.
Before you asked, I was not invited also. At least until now.
So they all think we have an inside thing. We don't know. We don't know what their plans are. But yeah, I mean, definitely anyone who's listening now, if you can make it to London for the, I think it's the 24th to the 28th, go and put your name forward. Check out the newsletter. The link's on there. You know, Frontier are fantastic. They will sort out your travel expenses and everything. You know, just get in contact with them.
Yeah.
They're really, really nice people. They can't do enough to help you. So by all means, put your name forward. They're looking for about 10 people. So that's going to be bigger than any show they've done so far. And it's great to hear that, actually. I love the idea that you know, Elite's going out there to the public now. It's not just kind of like trade shows anymore. It's like, yeah, here you go, folks. Here's the game. Go and check it out. It's great.
I can only recommend it. Try it, commanders.
Try it, you'll love it.
I don't want to miss a minute of it. It was great.
Oh crikey. Z-Wolf! Ah, greetings, Commander. Nice to see you here. I wonder if you dock at a moving station and log on another time if you'll still be in the station or just floating around in space. It depends. You stay in the frame of reference of the last object you were near when you log off. So if you are docked, you will be docked. If you are floating 5 kilometers away from the station, when you log back on, you should be floating 5 kilometers away from the station. If you're outside of the range of the station, so if I drop out of Super Cruise right here now, 10,000 kilometers from the station, I'll be in the frame of reference for the planet. So my ship will be orbiting along with the planet in real time. But the space station here will carry on moving around at its own velocity. So I will drop out actually just 2,000 kilometers from this station. And I will show you. There we go. And you should see the station will carry on moving past me at a crazy rate. Unfortunately, you can't see its orbit lines. I'm going to quickly go down for the chat. Oh my god, so much chat. Crash, me in public. Yes, I will be out in public in my civvies on the Saturday. So it'll be nice just to bump into anyone who can make it there. All your blocks, definitely. Yes, it'd be great if you can get down there. Definitely put your name forward. It'd be lovely to see you down there. Oh, Psychocare headset. I am using the Creative Fatality headset, which is rather nice. I've had a couple of these over the years. The only reason I've had a couple is because my rabbit chewed the last pair. Bakadacker, will Arcturus be in the next beta? I would love it to be. It's right there, isn't it? I have noticed it a couple of times when I've gone back on the map and it's like, I know that name. Where is it? Just down here somewhere. Where's Sol? Arcturus, Arcturus. If I can spell it. Arcturus. There it is, agriculture. It's just outside the bubble. So close. And, you know, that's kind of my fear, actually, is that because it's right on the edge of the bubble, they're going to struggle to be able to expand the bubble anymore and not kind of start to open up some of these systems, which might have, how can we put it, more of a significant impact on the game. So they might not be able to expand the bubble, but well, at least not in that direction. Maybe we'll see it expand off in the other direction. Fingers crossed. 55 systems. I mean, that's already a third of Star Citizen planning on release, isn't it?
Yeah, we have a nice little arena here. Ooh, we will get haters afterwards, you know. Ooh.
Puppy, any idea what Elite Dangerous setup will be? Any idea if Elite Dangerous will be set up with a Rift at EGX? No, honestly, I don't know what they're planning hardware-wise. I think they may be limited to just having workstations there. Obviously, because it's a public event, you're going to have people walking around. It will be very difficult to have the Rift there. They may have it there because it's a good thing to show the game. I mean, you know, it's great to see it running on the Rift, but they may not be able to have it. Yeah, I mean, if they're going to have, you know, 10 ambassadors running around and, you know, 10, 16, however many machines they're going to need for that, I don't know whether they're going to be able to have the Rift set up there. Maybe on 1 or 2 machines at best.
Oh, they have to. It's so great. Everyone who tried it at GamesCom was blown away.
Whoa. It's like, this is the game. This is the game for the Oculus.
Oh, yes.
Simmer, what was my rabbit doing with the headset? I let him come out to have a run around and when I was cleaning his hutch out, and my cable was just close enough for the floor for him to come and investigate. So it's my own fault. I'm an idiot. That's my own fault. I'm going to try something I've never tried before, live on air. We're going to try this. I'm going to try and drop out just outside the 1,000 kilometer boundary, just inside the orbit line of the station here. I'm going to see if the station orbits into me, because it's going to be moving relative to my frame of reference. I'm just interested now. I know nobody asked me to demo that, but I'm just really interested. Here we go, 1,100. I need to get really close to the orbit line. Oh, whoa, flew past it. 30 kilometers a second. It's kind of hard. It's like trying to hit a bullet with another bullet. Oh, turn. Oh, there it is. Right, and drop right. 1060. That shouldn't take too long. There we go. So you can see it actually accelerate. I mean, I'll come to a complete dead stop, and you can see the velocity, well, the position indicator of that station is still ticking down. 1020, 1010, and I'll come to a complete stop now. It's still moving towards me, so I'm... Ah, there we go. So my ship is just adjusted to the frame of reference, so it's now 991 kilometers away from me, and I'm effectively zeroed in relation to the station now. My engines have adjusted. I'm within the frame reference. Ah, there you go. How cool is that? It really does calculate orbits correctly.
Good to know.
It's all about the science. We love the science.
Yes.
Gilsoy, yeah, I can't agree with you more. It's so fantastic that Frontier, you know, are getting members of the community involved like me. I still have to pinch myself and wake up and it's like, I really did do that, didn't I? You know, it's like, what have I done to deserve this? You know, I don't feel like I've done enough, but you know, it's great. Frontier, like I said, they are fantastic people. They really just want to make the best game they can. They want this game as much as we do, and that's great to see. You can see it when you talk to them in person. They really do want this game to be awesome. Gaming with Ian. Ah, Gaming with Ian, yes. I followed you earlier on, didn't I, sir? Anyone else following No Man's Sky? I've been trying to keep an eye on it. It looks very, very interesting. I like the artistic style of it. It's a very, very interesting, different game. And you know, I've got love for all the space games. I am not close-minded. Yes, and
you can't be with the whole galaxy.
Exactly. Just the one galaxy. Yeah, that should keep me busy for the rest of my life. There we go.
Yeah, perhaps we get it as a third upgrade. You know, the next galaxy. Third expansion, Andromeda.
Yeah, just go ahead there, and then just the local cluster of galaxies in Elite 5, with just the few, you know, 100,000 or so galaxies. That should be enough, just to, you know.
Yeah, enough for the short run.
Psycho K, what do you say there? You hope Elite will do planetary landings better than No Man's Sky? Yes, it will. The one thing, I mean, I liked what they did with No Man's Sky. They kind of shortened the sequence for gameplay reasons, but yeah, it's not realistic. I mean, you kind of go out of the atmosphere through some magic fog, and then you're out into space in like a very short space of time. It's not a realistic scale to the planet, but it kind of works for gameplay reasons. So I'm not going to complain really. It's a different game entirely. I mean, Elite is more of kind of that hardcore simulation, you know, accurate, and you know, No Man's Sky is more about the kind of the stylistic gameplay of it. So you know, it's a different thing entirely, really, and that's why I've got love for all the space games. They're all distinct.
Oh, the question about voice comms sounds interesting.
Oh, sorry.
Do you know anything, John? From Dead Again 999.
Ooh, okay, I'll read that out. What do we think about the in-game voice comms? Can you tell us anything about how Frontier plans to maximise its potential, or how you think it should be evolved? So, I think... I'm trying to remember what I can say. I think it's been mentioned that they are working on making it more intuitive, so that you can have group chat one way or another, and you could at least call people who are out of range of you normally, you know, so you can call people across systems and stuff like that, because at the moment you can't really talk to someone unless they're right close to you, which is a little difficult. So I think they're going to try and make it a bit more intuitive. And it's definitely one of those things. It's a nice addition to the game. As soon as I tried it, and I was at the Frontier office with Eddie, the producer, Eddie Simons, and he kind of called me up, and you got that kind of crackle, and it was like, you know, it just sounded like it was part of the game. And I don't typically get into the role-playing side of games, But when I heard that, I was like, yeah, Roger, Roger. Yeah, I was like, I'm on your 6, you know. And I really got into the kind of mood of it, and I was like, yeah, this is really cool. It helps add to the gameplay, so I love it the way it is at the moment. And I think, you know, they'll just continue to expand on there. Of course, the problem with voice comms is the extra bandwidth involved peer-to-peer will start to go up and up and up the more people you try and have that comms going on with, so it will get difficult. But if your internet connection's up to it, then you should be able to do it. That's the main thing. Oh, Simmer 1540. Stations without rotational correction. I think if you look back at last week's newsletter, I think it was newsletter 37, they weren't necessarily stations. I think they were ports, starports, or there was like these small little outposts. That was the word, outposts. Those don't have any rotational correction, just magnetic locks on the pad, so your ship gets locked to the pad when you get close to it. And they really are just kind of like basic refueling stations. They have, like you can see here, for example, in this station, it's got, you know, 500,000 tons of one commodity here, which is crazy. But yeah, these outposts are just going to have like refueling depots and things like that. They're going to be very, very basic, which is good because there's, you know, there's a lot of interesting gameplay that comes along with having a completely zero-G environment. I can't wait to get out and play around there. Oh, and I should say no one's found them yet because they're not currently in this version of the beta, but they will be coming soon. TM. Neil M, for a laugh, can I log out and look at my minutes played? I will. It may have been reset, so it's not as high as it would be. Consumer technology, right? I remember that. Let's go and have a look. Just for giggles, because it's all about what you folks want to see. Where is it? Where are my stats? Total time played 5,880 minutes so far. That's kind of silly, isn't it? Nowhere near as high as some people. I know there's some people out there who've played hundreds and hundreds of hours. I wish I had more time to play, but literally, like I said, if I'm playing Elite, I'm streaming it. Let's have a quick tot up of that. So that works at about 98 hours since the last time it was reset. Whoops! Simmer, am I man enough to turn off the rotational correction in a Lacon? Well, I'm in a Lacon Type 6. If that counts, I will give it a go. If that's what you folks want to see, I will turn it off. Dobbo, yeah. Visiting one system a minute will take 277,777 years to complete it. My word. Oh dear, yeah, suddenly 400 billion star system seems a little bit silly.
But only a little.
Oh, just a little, just a little. But just think, that means if that number of players, if 277,000 players play for a year, we can all go to a distinct star system once a minute and still never meet anyone. Right, so I need to sell, what was it, consumer items, that's what I was selling, right. And I had, oh, I've forgotten. See, my brain. Consumer tech. I have consumer tech. Let's find somewhere to sell consumer tech, and then I will turn rotational correction off, just for fun, because you folks like to see me fail. That's what it's all about.
It's your name, John.
it's
we
Kerrash.
Want to see a crash landing.
It's all, yeah, it's all in the crash. Oh, okay. So like, oh right. I'm gonna head to Paifang because I rarely ever go to Paifang. Like I said, I'm trying to stay in some of the outer systems rather than going back into the internal systems at the moment. But because you get better trade for them at the moment. So let's see if I can reach there. Jippy UK note, you probably saw in the just when I went back to the menu there, I'm actually playing in a group at the moment with all of the folks from the Elite Dangerous German foreman, which I am waiting for one of them to find me, and now
they know it.
they know, they're chasing me down. Fortunately, I've got the benefit of the 1 minute lag on the stream, so if I keep moving, they shouldn't find me. That's the real reason I'm picking random systems, you know. Elan, 8,812 minutes. My word, that is dedication. That's a real tester. Ooh, 14 light years with 100 tons of cargo. That might be a little out of range. Okay, all your blocks. Good question there. Do I find the visual boost misleading? Frontier talked about some kind of indicator to say you're at max speed. There's lots of changes coming in with various things to do with the UI and stuff like that. So particularly with the Super Cruise, the effect that you see when you're moving at Super Cruise speeds, some of those things are going to be changed. It's not final. It's still not final.
Have you seen the Insomnia video already? So you see a lot of UI changes.
Yes, yeah, there's some subtle little things, and then there's some bigger things. Yeah, it was nice to see that there's all these little tweaks and changes going, because of course, I've said all along...
Put the compass to the left?
Yes.
How can they?
Yeah, that was the first thing I noticed. First thing I know, it's just... Oh...
I want an option.
I want to put it back.
To put it back.
Yeah. Classic or you know, modern.
Yeah.
They've got the same problem that Microsoft has. They try and make a better UI, and just everyone complains, you know.
No, I don't want to learn anything. I want it as it was.
Oh yes, if anyone's got the link there to the Insomnia 52 video, please post it up on there for all your blocks there. Sentinel, will they be moving the docking text from above the radar? I don't know whether they're going to move that element. I know the laconic looks like it gets in the way a little bit at the moment, and I've overshot because I was reading the chat. Damn. They may change that.
The Wolf.
Oh yeah, thank you very much. Sharp, yes. That we'll have to sort. Oh, Fiery Toad, I didn't see you join on there. Greetings, Commander. Yeah, I'd love to do another group stream. I'm hoping, with that actually, that's a good point for me to bring up something which will help us have a flawless private group next time we do that stream. Next week, and I hope this is going to be good news. It may be bad news. I'm upgrading my broadband. Yay!
Yeah!
So, woohoo! So I should finally be able to stream in 1080p. Yes! Which will be great. And it will also mean that obviously my connection will be better. So we should have more luck doing a private multi-stream going on there. So fingers crossed we will do that. If not next week, then maybe the week after. So definitely send me a PM, remind me, and I will set that up. That would be great.
Hyper John is coming.
See Crash in 1080p.
We need the god voice of Psycho Cow again to announce that.
In full HD.
Bigger and better than ever.
Bigger. Yeah, so I'm dragging my backside out of the 21st century. Yeah, unfortunately, I've been kind of stuck in an area where everyone else near me seems to be getting fibre, and it just was not getting upgraded. It's finally upgraded. My exchange has fibre, and I'm probably going to be the first person on my street to have fibre. So,
yeah, there must be some fans at the telecom there.
Sharp. I mean, the main thing, my download I don't really care about, but my upload, obviously for streaming, is the most important thing. I'm going to be going from the current, which is about 1 or 2 meg, I'm going to be going up to about 20 meg upload, so I can quite easily do 1080p, which is going to be great. Because I know you folks have been asking for it, and I've desperately wanted to do it, so I've put the money down, I've dug deep, and I've got it sorted. I'm paying for that. I don't expect donations to pay for my broadband connection. That's
yeah, guys.
That's
donations. We want to see more.
By all means, if you like what we do, then yeah, by all means donate. I don't like to overemphasize it, but yeah, I'm paying for the broadband out of my own pocket, so don't worry. But more donations are always a good thing. here we go, actually. So, on that note, actually, because we had some leftover from the donation last week to get Shorty into beta and with a joystick, we have got a little bit left over. So for the first 2 people, we'll do a little bit of a competition. Unfortunately, Abacus, I don't think it's fair that we enter it ourselves, so I think we'll have to let everyone else vote. So we do a little bit of a competition here. I'm going to say, I'm trying to think of a good question. Right, I've got a couple more of these, which everyone's, you've got to have the Elite keyring. You're not a true fan until you have an Elite keyring and all of the merch. So I'm going to give away a couple of those to the first 2 people that... how can we do it? You send me a PM on Twitch. So if you're logged on now, you can send me a message on Twitch. You can PM. First person will draw you out of a hat, which can tell me how many sides does a Coriolis station have. And we'll pick your names out of the hat. so 2 people. We're wrapping it up. We'll ask Frontier to send us a few more keyrings, Abacus. Don't worry, but there we go. So yeah, so I love doing things like that. That's great. And like I said, by all means, if we want to do more and more things, hopefully I can get some Elite T-shirts. I do actually have a medium Elite T-shirt from GamesCom. I don't have it here, but I will get that up for a competition prize on the next stream.
Oh, backed up is good. Where did you get your I backed Elite shirt already? I want one too.
So that one I got from the BAFTA event in London back in March this year. Yeah, because I think it's the. I think it's the one that everyone's going to get from the Kickstarter rewards. I think at a certain level.
But I don't want to wait. I will get it.
Yeah.
But I don't want to wait. You know, I'm impatient.
Yeah. Want it now?
Yes. To my Elite shirt collection.
Oh, Neil M. I didn't realise that people on phones and tablets are going to struggle at HD. Okie dokie. Yeah, that is a good point. If I stream up at 1080p, it might cause other problems for people. I missed that with Psycho Cow. No, I am not a girl, Psycho Cow. Oh. Okay, yeah, I'll think about that. I'll see if there's a way I can get it working well for everyone. I don't want to exclude anyone from that. Jippy, sorry, I'm just going to try and question there. Have you sat down for a coffee with the main man himself in a casual chat? What was he like? If you mean main man as in David Braben, then Reinhardt and ourselves, we both sat down and had a few drinks with him, and he is a fantastic chap. I mean, Reinhardt, when you tell us about some of the things we did at Gamescom with David and everything.
Yeah, you saw him all day, and I was in another room doing demos to the rest of the guys who were not in the VIP room. But each evening we all sat in a nice lounge drinking Kerrash, the beer from Cologne, eating something and chatting away. It was really like a family. It was great.
Yeah,
we had great fun. You remember on the one day I sneaked away and asked the guys from the bar to play the Blue Danube. You remember?
yeah. That was absolutely brilliant. The look on David's face as he was talking away about something. It was it just came on the audio. It was brilliant, excellent. Oh, okay. To clarify there, sorry, I just saw that. Yeah, the outside faces of the classic Coriolis station. Yeah, it's a fairly simple question. It's there's a couple of key rings, so it's not I'm not going to ask you for the David's date of birth or something like that. Main men, yes, Seawolf. Yeah, there were a few other people there as well, actually, of course. I mean, you had, Eddie Simons, one of the game producers, and Johnny Watts. I forget his exact title now, but he's was it creative director, I think, or something like that. He basically David's left-hand man, you know.
Oh, I have the card of him. He's Chief Creative Officer.
There we go. Yeah. So, big, important
okay.
guy. Big, important guy. And
Yes.
it was great to find
Very
out
nice.
that I said when we walked in, I kind of sat down, and we started talking to him, and I was like, I recognise you from somewhere. It's like, I know your face, I've seen you before. And then we got talking about the Amiga games, and then he's like, oh yeah, do you play Cannon Fodder? And I was like, yeah. No way. And he's like, yes, it was him who made the Cannon Fodder games on the Amiga. I was like, yes, I knew I recognised your face when I saw you. Couldn't believe it. Well, that was great to meet him though.
The guys have a history.
That's the nice thing about Frontier, actually, is that, you know, there's people there which have been in the industry and they understand what it was like back then and what makes good games. You know, not just trying to make these games that you see today, which are just cookie cutter, you know, tick all the boxes for a publisher. They want to make games which are great and fun, and, you know, kind of, I've got that same feeling, that essence of the good games back in the earlier days.
And a great game for a long time, and not for 10 hours.
And this is why I can respect them when they say that they're an indie company, because everyone's like, oh yeah, they're such a big company, they can't be indie because of their size and everything. No, they are indie because of their attitude, their passion, the way they feel about games. That's what makes them indie, and it's great to see that. It you know, it doesn't come across in what they do, you know, in the forums and stuff like that. But you know, when you meet them in person, you can see that they really are, you know, a company which are a passionate set of gamers, you know, as well.
Oh yeah, they are really great, and yeah, you know, as I said, they're putting everything they have into Elite.
Yeah, absolutely. Z-Wolf, you used to work with Jules from the Cannon Fodder. He worked at Codemasters. Oh, excellent! I had no idea you worked at Codemasters. Excellent.
Cool.
That is really awesome. See, that's the great thing about the community as well for Elite. There's so many people out there which have, you know, got involved in development and gaming and stuff like that. You know, we've all got that little bit of history, and it's all because of David. I only just remembered I should have turned rotational correction off, so I'll turn it on now, and I'll head somewhere. Oh, someone didn't have much luck docking there. Whee! I love that when you shimmy to the side. I must say though, I've never docked a Lakon with the rotational correction and flight assist off.
The AI had fun. More debris.
It's like, just breathe, just breathe. Dear, Flashback on the yes, Simmer Flashback. I used to love that. Awesome game, awesome game. Right, let's see where else we can go. Pyfang doesn't seem to have a lot going for it here. There's agriculture out here. I'm right.
Red Sentinel.
Oh. What's it?
Anaconda without rotational correction.
Excellent, Sentinel. Yes, post the link up for that video. I'd be interested to see that. That's awesome. Let's head over to Ross 1057. Why not? I like to see the new systems. There we go. Okie dokie. Dizzy. Oh yes, Dizzy games. I love the Dizzy games on there. Killside. No, I won't ask for your bank details. No. Oh, I just.
Warning, temperature critical.
I caught my chair on something then. And there we go. Sorry about that. Right, where are we going? The Wang Estate. Let's head off over there.
Yeah, Psycho, great. Want more of them. I really love it. Good to know.
Proven drum. Oh, good point. Yes, cannon fodder is less than £4 on GOG. Yes, go get it. I've already bought it from GOG actually. I think I had it on the Amiga and various other things, but yeah, it's great to get on.
Bought so many games on GOG.
I know it's.
Didn't have any time to play it. Oh,
Mara Jaden. Oh,
hundreds.
yes. Codemasters. There, they did make Micro Machines. The original was fantastic on the Amiga. I love that one.
Ah, the good old classics. Great.
Oh, Toad. Got a mention from the Feel 3D VR thing. Oh, excellent. Cool. So, well, you've seen that, haven't you, Abacus? I kind of stumbled across it. There's someone who's working on a VR flight seat. Wow, kind of.
You mean on Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Also, I think I also answered to it.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the blog yet. It looks really nice and interesting.
Yeah, I really want to get and play with that. It looks very, very good. So it's kind of like a 6 degrees of freedom chair that you can sit in, so it can rock you, you know, side to side, back and forth, and roll you around and everything. And everyone should check it out. I mean, I think it literally is Feel 3.
Link coming.
Yeah. Yep. Sorry.
Here.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, check them out. Have a look at it. I think the guy who's running it is looking at trying to set up a Kickstarter. If you like the idea of it, then just, get on the website and sign up. He's going to give away one of the first production seats. I think he was talking about, which I would love to get.
Right.
I think I've got just enough space. I may have to drop the green screen.
Where should I put it if I can pay it?
Neil M, yes, I would love to sit and stream from inside that. It's like a cocoon, like this little. Yeah, it's brilliant. It's excellent, but it's a really clever thing because it's modular. You can kind of add panels to it to extend it over time. You know, you can build it up from a basic seat which just sits on the pad and rocks back and forth, and you can make it into a full sphere almost if you've got the space, and you know you want to pay for the extra panels to pad it all out. So you can literally extend it and modify it, you know, which looks like a really interesting idea. So I can't wait to see that come to fruition.
Yeah, I want to test it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now.
That's the great thing about, you know, like the Kickstarters can make this sort of thing happen, which is great to see. And of course, it's all completely works with like the VR headset and everything, because you know it doesn't matter if you've got the camera for the Oculus right in front of you, you know, attached inside the seat. And you're moving your head around relative to the seat. You know, that's the important thing. You know, so it still works with things like Oculus and other VR headsets and things like that. So it's going to be really, really cool to play in something like that.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The ultimate in immersion.
We want it now.
Combine a bit of both actually. Fiery Toad, the Combine Harvester. I am drinking cider, and I am from that part of the country where people drive Combine Harvesters. Yes. Right here. Cool. I'm gonna have one attempt at docking, and we've gone a little bit over an hour actually. Abacus, so I keep calling you Abacus. Sorry. I told you I would do that, didn't I?
It's okay. It's okay. Call me Abacus, Reinhard, Aiden Abacus. All fine.
So, quickly, I mean, one of the things I want...
As long as you call me Ambassador, everything is fine.
Ambassador, yes. Absolutely. Travel Trousers, that's the guy. Yes, everyone, Travel Trousers in the chat. He's the guy who's sorting out this this awesome-looking VR chair. So go check it out. It looks really, really cool. I want. So one of the things I wanted to give you the chance to say, because it was a question that came up actually. Someone was asking, what was your highlight of Gamescom?
4, 3, 2,
The highlights.
1.
Yeah,
Everything.
yeah, okay, yeah.
All 3 or 4 days, you know, from Tuesday noon to Saturday. Great.
Yeah, it was a crazy experience, and I just, yeah, it was a bit of a blur. I everything we did was just so amazing. I can't believe that it happened, and we were there doing that sort of thing. It was really, really great fun. I think the highlight for me has got to be being asked to do the IGN thing, which I didn't expect, and that was absolutely amazing. So it was just like so cool. I was like, do you want to be on IGN? I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it was brilliant. Absolutely loved it.
The bad thing for me was being taken on video. I didn't expect this. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Okay, they asked for it.
Yeah, it was a bit of a shock. I mean, you come in, it's like you know, first appointment at 9 o'clock, 9:05. You're on a camera with a microphone in your face. It's like, okay, yeah, quick demo. But I think for the first demo, a couple of people have been saying, "Oh, I look embarrassed in front of the camera." I was like, "No, I was kind of like, this is the first one. You know, this is the first demo. Are we going to do it right? Is everything going to be okay?" I was really kind of more nervous about doing it right in front of David than I was of, like, you know, demoing it in front of anyone else. You know. Simmer bets on whether I land it. Yeah, let's see if I can completely cut this up with the rotational correction up. Oh, Sentinel, you're still editing that video. Okie dokie. Well, by all means, if you post the link up on Twitter or something, I'll retweet it so people can see. And then, because I want to see that, and we'll share it out with folks. And interestingly, if you haven't already, I expect you already have, but you can always follow me on Twitter. Unfortunately, it's crashed with 3 R's, which is really annoying because someone's still name squatting, and I can't get that.
You can't pay for it to get it back, right?
I could, but it was some extortionate amount of money. So I'm not, obviously, you know, I am that expensive, you know. So you're going to send me a keyring if I land without a scratch? All right, okay, let's see. I haven't done this in a while. I really should practice more, but okay. I have done it a few times with rotational correction and flight assist off. Where is it? Stupid Cobra right in the way. Okie dokie. See, the concentration's kicking in. I go quiet whenever I'm concentrating.
Oh, so I can talk away, tease you, but you will do fine. I know it. I've seen you on a lot of videos. You know how to do it.
Just getting that forward vector is annoying. There we go. Ah, scrape. Okay, I'm not getting a free keyring, but there we go. I've landed there. Damn! It was the shield. That doesn't count as scraping. That's fine.
No scratches.
It's close enough. Cool. So I think with that, we better wrap it up for tonight. Actually, I think we've covered everything we wanted to go on there. It was great to have you on tonight, Abacus. I must admit, we will get you on again. I'd love to.
Yeah, anytime. Just tell me. Great fun. It was a pleasure. You know.
Yeah, it's always great to chat to the guys in the community as well. It's, you know, it's fantastic spirit behind the game, and that's what I love about it. That's why I keep doing the streaming, because it's great to talk to everyone, and you know, it's so much fun, and I hope that, you know, I think that's going to go over into the game when we all start playing and we can group together and do these group missions, which sound great. I can't wait for them to go in the next release. So yeah, it's going to be great fun. Yes, can't wait. So there we go. So as always, folks, I'll leave you now, and I will see you again next week. And until next time, I'll see you in the void, Commanders.
Have a nice weekend, Commanders.